What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about this reel here, the Shimano Citica, and I'm going to be basically telling you guys what I think about it. So let's get started by talking about the specifications. So this reel comes in a 7:2:1 gear ratio. It weighs 7.4 ounces and holds about 150 yards of line on there, depending on the size of line you're using. And the line that I actually put on this is 8-pound fluorocarbon. Now the reason I did that is because I wanted to use this as kind of a finesse reel, finesse bait casting reel until I upgrade this year. So for 2016, this was my kind of ultra finesse kind of reel that I used for throwing weightless plastics and small crankbaits, jerkbaits, things like that. And it actually worked really good. This reel kind of exceeded in that, I thought, where you could throw baits as low as like a 1/4 ounce crankbait or a weightless Senko really easy. But I've also seen guys that use it for things like flipping and frog fishing, so it's a really good all-around reel, I'd say. And that gear ratio, the 7:2:1 gear ratio, is perfect for really anything like that. So if you're looking for a good all-around reel, I would say this is definitely a great reel for you. Now it comes with 6 bearings total. It has the 5 stainless steel ball bearings plus the 1 roller bearing. However, I did change the bearings in mine. I wasn't sure, but to kind of more efficiently throw the weightless plastics and stuff, what I did, as you can see here, is I changed out the spool bearings and put in the Boca bearings right here. So I've got the old ones here. If you're wondering the model, it's the FR008COS that I used for the Boca bearings that fit in there. But yeah, I switched the 2 bearings on the spool, and that kind of makes it spin a lot better. So using lighter baits and stuff, you're really able to cast them more efficiently, get the spool turning better. And it also is good for getting longer casts and stuff, which is really nice for, again, all-around stuff. This reel also has the X-Ship gear system in it, which means that it basically has oversized gears which are really strong and stuff. So if you are using it for frogs and flipping and stuff like that, as well as like pulling crankbaits for a long time, you don't really want to wreck your reel's gears. That's a really common way to wreck your reel, and this is going to really put a stop to that. This is the cheapest reel that you can get the X-Ship in, which is why I purchased this one. You can get it in reels like the Corrado, which are really popular and stuff, but I got it in the Citica because you could save an extra 30 bucks doing that, and then I wanted to spend that $30 to get the upgraded bearings in it. So it also has the S3D spool in it, which is a light aluminum spool and is really good for, like I said, the light stuff. It allows you to get the spool moving quicker and are able to throw lighter stuff without getting backlashes. So the rod that I have this paired up with is a GSX tournament rod, and that's made from Gainer Mountain, but it's not the new style tournament rods that they offer. I really don't like those ones, the newer ones. So this is the old style, the blue ones, that are actually a really nice, sensitive rod and everything. And paired up with this reel, it makes a great setup for almost anything. This is a 7-foot medium action. It throws 1/4 to 3/4 ounce baits, but I think it's actually kind of a little heavy on the ratings. I think it's more of like an 1/8 to 1/2 ounce is what I like to throw with it, with jerk baits and stuff. And I also added the wind grips on there for extra comfort. But really, this thing casts incredibly with this rod, and if you're ever heard this term smooth as butter, that's really an understatement of this. It's an excellent, excellent reel. Very comfortable in your hand and to palm and everything, and it's definitely a go-to for really anything you need. Now, compared to really anything else of the same price range, I think that this reel really exceeds with the X-Ship gear system and everything in it. The availability to throw all different sorts of baits with it is excellent, and I'd say if you're looking for a reel around 150 bucks, or even you can get it on sale for like 120 or 100 bucks sometimes, this is definitely a good one to go to. I would definitely rate this like a 9 out of 10 for the price, and would really recommend it. I'm probably going to be upgrading to a Revo LTX soon for the finesse situations and stuff. So what I'm going to do with this one is probably turn it into a square bill and spinnerbait rod. So we're really going to kind of see how that goes with that. But as a ultralight kind of setup and throwing small crankbaits, jerkbaits, things like that, this is definitely a great reel that I would go to. So I'm gonna leave a couple links in the description for you guys where you can find the reel itself as well as like the bearings that I put on it and the line that I used with it. So if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button below. Also subscribe while you're down there, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.